All right, moving on. This is Matt Dufford. He says, I'm playing the Black Ops 3 beta, and I'm quite sad. I'm 28, and I feel like I've finally grown out of Call of Duty. I've played every Call of Duty religiously throughout the years. I've come to the realization that I now prefer exploring Witcher 3 over playing multiplayer-focused games like COD. I'm sad that I've grown out of something I used to spend so much time enjoying. Have any of you ever felt sad about growing out of a genre you used to enjoy? Thanks for all you do.
Well, I have some hope for you here. In my case, I've grown out of series, I thought, or grown out of where I've lost interest in or left them behind. And then, come back. It's amazing what 7 years will do.
Are you talking about Bionic Commando again?
No, I'm not. Bionic Commando I never stopped loving. I've been playing Bionic Commando nonstop since the late 80s. What a great game.
He's playing it right now.
No, there are games that I stepped away from for years, or series or types of games. And
Examples, Jared.
I don't know. Let's see. Most of the NES library, I'd say. You walk away.
But you played those games, and you're
well, no. Let's take this. So up to about 1992, I'm playing a lot of Mario games, right? And then for 6 years, probably, don't touch one. Just sort of fall away from them. Start playing more and more PC games. Start playing Civilization. Start playing Master of Orion. Start playing Quake. Go to first-person shooters. And yeah, those 2D games, they were fun, and I got good memories of them. And then one day, I find an old Nintendo at a house I'm cleaning up for a civil service organization, and take it home, a bunch of old cartridges with it, and plug in, these are still amazing. So what I'm saying is, you can rediscover that love for something that you thought wasn't all that important to you anymore. You may find that...
provided that you can play Call of Duty online in 20 years.
Yeah, there's that. I mean the type of game. I'm talking more about multiplayer shooters.
Yeah, totally. I think that there's a social component to playing Call of Duty online that you have at certain times in your life, and you probably won't have at another time in your life. And the same thing applies to many other games. Rock Band is my example in my life. Yeah. I had a great era of my life in which my very closest friends would come over all the time and play Rock Band in a big group, like 15 people switching off on instruments. Wonderful. I don't want to go back to that. I don't feel like I can. It's not the same group of people that are in my life right now. It's not that I don't have the same house set up. It's not going to happen. I'll always love those times. Great multiplayer times, but it's not in that place anymore.
Yeah, I feel the same as Sam. There's certain times in your life where you're in maybe a golden period and you don't realize it. I had a core group of people that we would play Gears of War every single night. They were some of my coworkers and some of my friends, and it was great. That's the best feeling multiplayer game to me. The best sort of force to cooperate as a team. And then it kind of ended, and it's never gonna come back. Those people are all at different points in their life, and I'm at a different point in my life. We're in different time zones. I don't know that I'm ever gonna play a game online like that again. Maybe I shouldn't say ever. Who the heck knows what will happen in 10 years? But
and that's your social, your game is your social life at that point.
Well, and then
your social life takes over sometimes, and the game is not necessary anymore.
Well, and I had a huge fondness for JRPGs in high school. And I'm playing a lot of these PS1 RPGs and Grandia and all the Final Fantasies, and would go back and play older stuff. And realistically, I can't do that anymore. There's not enough time for me to do that anymore. So there's games that I have an appreciation of, but just can't. I love MMOs, for example, but they're probably not going to be a part of my life again. I don't know. You just pick and choose. You have this many hours in the day.
Everyone and this many years in your life, right?
Yeah, you have this many hours in the day, and that adds up to a week and a year. And that's realistically, I love Final Fantasy IX, but it's I can replay that again, or I can watch, all of Boardwalk Empire. And I don't know, these are the choices we all make.
But some of these, I absolutely think there's tremendous validity to what both of you are saying, and I've experienced it. But every now and then, and maybe it's just that I'm a grotesque man-child, I do find myself deliberately.
Well, what we're saying is we couldn't go back to Rock Band. I don't have a group of people that want to play Rock Band.
But maybe in a year you will, unexpectedly. Yeah. I mean, you stumble onto stuff sometimes.
I'm curious as to why Matt feels sad about this, because
he's playing a game alone now.
Well,
which I love doing.
But he says that's
my favorite thing about
he's
The Witcher.
really enjoying Witcher 3.
Yeah.
So I don't understand. He could still play Call of Duty if he wanted to, but now The Witcher 3 is more fun for him. So
maybe he has some friends that are still playing it that he doesn't want to.
But he could just go play it if he wanted to. I don't understand.
Maybe he's just
do what you want to do.
His tastes are changing. He's getting older, and he just fears the inevitable touch of death.
But it could be the situation I have, in which even if I wanted to play Rock Band, I can't do it. I can't, or Gears of War. I played Gears of War a lot too. I can't just go out and be like, hey everybody, let's get together and play Gears of War. I just don't. Nobody
Yeah.
wants to do that
I
with
mean,
me.
even outside of the social
And that's
element
okay.
of it, like I said, I have a huge appreciation and fondness for JRPGs, and it makes me sad that I'm probably not going to be able to play that many JRPGs. Like I could if I wanted, but what's the trade-off? Like, what am I not doing instead? Like, I like board games a lot. I like other things a lot, and it's like stuff just falls off. Some stuff has to fall off, and that's something that fell off. Like,
Does that make you sad?
yeah, totally.
Maybe it's because
I have no regrets.
I wish I have fantasies
I'm
about
like Jared. I'll force my way back into it if I have to.
I think I'm just obnoxious. That may just be the answer. Just like, no, I will hold on like grim death to this
I have
thing. you know?
fantasies of like freezing time and being able to get, if a day was 30 hours instead of 24 and I could just spend 6 and then be able to have all the hobbies that I'd like to have.
I do have my Rock Band equipment, and it's all like boxed up nicely. I really don't want it because I don't have a lot of room in my San Francisco flat. Like, this is a stupid thing to be keeping this. But I know these close friends of mine, we still have a long-term plan to do Rock Band reunion. So we'll do it just once.
But this fall?
It could be, no, not with a new Rock Band, with the original.
Okay.
Play the songs and then put it in a dumpster.
That's awesome.
So it's always been an inside thing we talk about, doing Rock Band reunion. But I need closure, you know?
Well, Matt, you're spending your time playing Witcher 3, which is many people's favorite RPG in a long time.
It's
so
wonderful.
Things are okay.
Wonderful game.
Things are not so bad, I don't think. And Call of Duty will always be there, probably every year, the rest of your life, if you ever want to go back to it.
They
and
said that
revisit
about
it.
Guitar Hero.
Yeah, that's true, actually.